Today I'm going to be showing you how to use your new 3-quart Instant Pot. Hi, I'm Karen Peterson and I run the website 365daysofcrockpot.com, and I share Instant Pot and slow cooker recipes with you for every day of the year. And here on YouTube, I like to share all things Instant Pot. Now, I might be like you. I just ordered a 3-quart Instant Pot, the really super good deal on Prime Day, and it just got delivered. So I wanted to unbox it and just go through those first few steps of what you need to do when you get your 3-quart Instant Pot. So obviously, first thing you do is take it out of the box. That's a mistake a lot of people make, is they keep it in their garage or their basement and they don't open it up. All right, so first thing I notice is how beautiful and shiny it is, unlike my other Instant Pots that have been used and get really dirty. And the second thing I notice here is that it has the removable cord. It's nice because when you're traveling with your Instant Pot, you can just take the cord, put it inside your pot, and not have the cord dangling around. One thing that a lot of people do though is they say, my Instant Pot's not turning on, and it's because this is kind of partially plugged in. So always make sure that your Instant Pot cord is completely plugged in so that it works properly. All right, and we want to make sure just to take out, it even came with one of these. I love these things. So these little trivets are really going to come in handy. You can use them for all sorts of things to get anything off the bottom of the pot. So I put my hard-boiled eggs on top of it, some meats if I don't want the meat in the liquid. You can use it for pot cooking to have the pot off the bottom of your Instant Pot. So keep that. It will be very handy. The first thing that I would tell people to do is definitely read your manual that it comes with, and it's just a few pages. It's not very long, but if you've never used an Instant Pot before, then this is really going to give you some background on how to use it and things like that. And one thing that I noticed is this is an Ultra. It's called an Instant Pot Ultra, and I have never used an Ultra before, so it's going to have a few things that are different than the Duo or the Luxe or the Nova. Those are other ones that I've used before, but I haven't used the Ultra, so it's going to be a little bit different. There's going to be a lot of things the same though. So I'll go through the main things that you need to know about your Instant Pot. Let's get it plugged in and going here. When you get a new Instant Pot, the first thing that you want to do is make sure that it will come to pressure with no problems. And the way that we're going to do that is use the water test. So you can pour in a cup or two of water into your Instant Pot and then put the lid on tight. So the way that you do this, for some people, it's a little confusing. I don't know if you can tell on the camera here, but there's a little unlock symbol right there and then a little locked symbol right there. So you match up the arrows. There's an arrow right here on the lid and it says open and close. So this little arrow right in the middle, you match it up with this first arrow and then you click it to close to this other arrow. And then the reverse is true also. You just click it to get the lid off. You just move it back that way. And it will make that fun sound. Now with the Ultra, with the Nova, with a few of the different models, to pressure cook, you usually move a valve to the setting that's called sealing. Well, with these ones, it's automatically gonna move to sealing for you, so you don't have to do anything. You don't have to push this down. In fact, you shouldn't push this down, because if you push this down, that means it's gonna vent the whole time. So you want this part popped up, and then it will be able to come to pressure. So for our water test, we're gonna just set it to steam. Rotate this dial to get to the setting that you want. So I'm gonna use it onto the steam setting, and I want it to go for 10 minutes, which is what it's already on. So I'll push start. And at this point, it will start to build pressure and come to pressure, and we'll let that water just cook. And then as long as it can come to pressure, then we're good to go. We can use it for other things, foods and things like that. So my pot just made a little beeping sound, meaning that it has come to pressure. And you can see now the time here, instead of saying on, it says 10, meaning it has 10 minutes left in the program. So that took about, I don't know, 5 minutes to come to pressure. So don't forget that time when you're considering recipes, because a lot of times people think, oh, it's a 10-minute recipe, it'll be done in 10 minutes. Well, it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to come to pressure in the first place. All right, you can see on the display here, we have 1 minute left, and you can see this metal thing up here that is popped up. So you know that it is under pressure. Now, I'll show you, did you hear that? So that's the sound it makes when the pressure cooking cycle, or in this case, the steam cycle, is over. We're gonna release the pressure, and I'll show you how to do that on the Ultra. Press to vent, turn to stop. So to vent it, you're just gonna push it down like that. Now, if you wanna stop it, then you would just go like that, push it like that. And if you wanna start it up again to vent, then you'd push it down. Now you're gonna wanna keep your hand obviously away from the steam, it gets hot. And I wanted to show you the other little accessories that came with the Instant Pot, the 3-quart Ultra. It came with a little ladle, a little rice spoon. This is a rice cup, a measuring cup. I don't use this rice measuring cup because it's different than normal measuring cups. And so I just tossed that away. And then it also comes with this little guy, and I'll show you where that goes. So you can see here that there's been some drippage on my counter because of the condensation and things. So this is actually gonna pop right here. Let's see if I can get it. This cup is going to collect the condensation. So now we're gonna open up the pot. As soon as this float valve has dropped, you see that it is now flush and it's not popped up. That means we can open the pot. So you're just going to, again, move the arrows from here to over here. It will make that sound, and you can lift off the lid. That is how you're gonna pressure cook as well. Now let me just go through and show you how these programs work. It's a little bit different on the Ultra than it is on the Duo or the Luxe, which are more common. So to cancel out and to get back to the main menu, you just push cancel, and it will bring you back here. Now you can see whatever one is highlighted, then that's the one that you want to use. So let's say I want to go back to pressure cook up here. You're going to use this knob and just move it, the one that it's on, that is flashing a light. So we get back to pressure cook. And then we're going to indicate that we want to pressure cook. So I'm going to push it in. Okay, so now that's just pressure cooks lit up. We have the number of minutes here. Now I want to just change that number of minutes to 10 minutes. So I'm going to press in and then move the dial up to 10. And then if I want to go down to, to 10. Now let's say I want to go down to the other cycle down here. Oops, nope. So you press in and then go down. You just move this dial down, so now it's highlighted on the pressure, and you can go low or high. Now I always cook high pressure. If you're new to Instant Pots, if the recipe does not indicate if it's high or low pressure, you're always going to use high pressure. It's just the default setting, okay? And then it also has a couple other options here. You can click down and go to delay. Let's see what that says. If I push it in, you can push on and off. And I'm going to push that off. You can delay the start time is my guess. And I don't ever really use that. I know some people do, but I do not. And then keep warm. If you want the cycle to go to keep warm after it's done cooking, you click it on. And if not, then you can click it to off. But I want it on. And then let's say we're ready to go. So we put the lid on. You turn it. And then everything's the way we want it. 10 minutes, high pressure, delay is off, keep warm is on. So we will push the start button. And it will start building the pressure here. And then once it does get to pressure, which will take about 5 to 10 minutes, it will start counting down from that 10 minutes that I set. So it's a little bit different than other Instant Pots. It's pretty easy to get the hang of. You just got to play around with it a little bit. So let's cancel out. I'm going to show you something else. So we have a lot of buttons here, right? soup, meat, bean, steam, slow cook, saute, rice, porridge, eggs, sterilized, yogurt, warm, and ultra. Now, what I like to do is hardly use any of these programs. What I always use when I'm pressure cooking is the pressure cook setting. And when I'm using, let's go over here. Or to saute onions or something, or brown something before I get started, I use the saute setting. I rarely use any other buttons. If you're new and you're overwhelmed by all these buttons, don't even think about it. Just go to either pressure cook or saute, or if you're making yogurt, go to yogurt. The rest of them you can pretty much completely ignore. If you're a little bit nervous and don't know where to get started with the 3 quart as opposed to the 6 quart, I do have an entire video that is just based on the 3 quart and tips to get you started with that. And you can just link up there to that. And if you're reading recipes that are written for the 6 quart and they're large and they won't fit in your 3 quart, I will also link up here to my video that is all about how to cut an Instant Pot recipe in half and just the little tips and tricks and rules that go along with that. If you have any other questions, leave a comment below and I will try my best to answer it. Hopefully this was helpful to you and you can get cooking in no time. I will also link up here to my just basic how to use an Instant Pot as far as pressure cooking and things like that. That will probably help you if you're a complete newbie. I hope this video was helpful to you. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel. We're so close to 100,000 subscribers, and once we get there, we're going to do something really fun. I don't know what yet, but something fun. So please subscribe to my channel and visit me on my website, 365daysofcrockpot.com. Sign up for my emails where I send daily Instant Pot recipes to you straight to your inbox. We will see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.